Corruption in South Africa is getting out of hand and motorists have been warned about fuel consumption. I'm Makalang Gift Mpokani with your latest news. Public Protector Thuli Madonsela says corruption in the country is getting out of control. She was speaking at the anti-corruption conference in Stellenbosch University. Madonsela says decisive action is needed to combat corruption. She called on citizens to demand transparency from the government.
Let a clean process prove them right. If, for example, it's true that they didn't do any wrongdoing, then go through the process and conclude it. And if they come out that they didn't do anything wrong, that's okay. We should have accountability, transparency, and the absence of impunity. And I see those as the keys to answer the point raised by President Nelson Mandela in 1999, that we are a sick society.
An educational expert of the University of Witwatersrand, Professor Michael Lekodwe, has called on teachers to accommodate learners who do not understand English. Kodwe is speaking on a 3-day conference on national basic education in Durban. He says that will enable learners have a sound base as they go to grade 12.
Teachers and schools must be very sensitive about language issues in our schools. Not all our learners are fluent in English, and we must accommodate those learners, and we must provide the opportunity for them not only to express themselves in their mother tongue, but also to give them good sound training in their second language, so that by the time that they come to grade 12, they should be fluent in mother tongue and English, which I feel will provide a sound base for them to go on and study at tertiary institutions. Some
families of the MK14 members who died in exile during the apartheid era are concerned that remains of their relatives were dug up at Lusazi in Uganda 2 years ago and reburied in that country instead of South Africa. Themba Kumbe and Vusi Shongwe were amongst the deceased. David Kumbe and Vusi Shongwe are the brothers to two. They say they were not consulted about the exhumation and reburial processes.
Even now, I'm not so happy about the treatment what they give us, because no one is considering to contact us, the family, and to have an explanation what is happening. See, I wrote letters and I've got a letter here that says the ANC doesn't have money. Each and every family must go in for himself to take the bones.
They said the Ugandan government wants to use that site in Kampala, so they have to exhume the remains there and take them to Kawawa. The government will assist us to take the remains there and bring it back.
ANC Secretary General Gwete Mantashe has slammed the expelled Youth League President Julius Malema's statement that President Jacob Zuma has been behaving like a dictator. Mantashe made these comments at a press briefing in Johannesburg at Luthuli House today. He says the party is concerned about what he calls un-ANC remarks by certain members in recent weeks.
The assertion made at the University of Witwatersrand by Julius Malema that new ideas are suppressed and that the current leadership of the ANC is dictatorial and does not appreciate new ideas is not only disingenuous but a deliberate falsehood.
Motorists have been advised to be economic in terms of their fuel use ahead of tonight's increased prices. The petrol price is set to increase by 71 to 73 cents a litre from midnight tonight. Petrol will now cost from 11 Rand 94 litre inland and 11 Rand 59 at the coast. This coupled with Sunday's 16% electricity price hike and a looming Gauteng e-toll fees does not bond well with many households which are already under pressure. Motorists in Johannesburg have described the increases as daylight robbery.
It's going to be hard for us because we're using the car like every day. We don't have any other means to go to work. The prices are just too much. It has been too much ever since they raised them, like how many months ago? Like last year, late last year. And
it keeps on going up, why it doesn't go down. Whilst we are paying a lot, e-tolls and everything.
You know, and again we've got e-tolling system and all those things, so it's very bad. We don't know how we're going to survive.